Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed, and I just got this fun new thing in from Totally Tiffany. It is my hands-free embossing station, and I've been playing with it, and I want to show you guys what this is all about. But this is the new product that just came in, and the links for all of it are going to be down below. So let's take it out. Let me show you what this thing is all about. All right, when you get this, you get a series of items. You get the main platform, which is actually on its side, but I just wanted to show it to you this way so you can kind of get the orientation. You get a ring for an adjuster for a different type of heat gun. You get your clip and you get your board. And just to kind of show you all the fun things this has, there is a little bit of a separation here, or like a little kind of a, I don't know, a storage unit on the side, and then all these little divots on the end here are for you to put your paper in, just like it kind of showed you on the front box. So when you set this thing up, and I'm just going to kind of have it off to the side so it's not eating up the entire stage, your heat gun goes in here. Now the purpose of this little ring here is that if you have a heat gun that this is a larger ring, but it falls through, then you can put the smaller ring on there, and therefore it stands the way you want to. So I have a really old Marby Yakuta. This thing has been well used, but it functions fantastic. And this is what I use as my heat gun. I mean, why fix it if it ain't broke? And I prefer it to go in just like this. I like that it's a little bit lower. I can see what I'm doing. You guys kind of see, it fits just like this. You could also, you could pop this open and it gives a little bit a higher platform, so you could do it that way. I could technically put this in and have it even higher if you wanted to. And then if you look on the side here, you have all these little cords. That's how you can tie your cords. You don't have a loose cord. So there's tons and tons of options. The purpose of this little groove here is that you can slide your board in when you're not using it. It fits just nicely. And your clip is meant to clip onto your board, and that's how you attach your paper. So you don't have to get your hands close, or you could put the clip on the other side. Or you could also clip two. You could clip one project to the side and one to the side. Lots of options. So basically put it in. So let's demonstrate this, the whole thing. So my daughter's helping me get everything set up. Do you want to say hi, Catherine?
Hi.
Hi, everybody. She's been patiently waiting to play with this particular thing. I'm just got to be a little careful with her with the heat gun. So I'm just going to show you really briefly. I mean, you guys pretty much know how to do heat embossing at this point. I'm just using some color blocks. Here we've got a clear embossing powder. I'm putting that on there, or embossing, sorry, ink. And then I'm going to take a silver embossing powder. Black on silver I think looks fantastic. However you wish to collect your embossing powder is up. Actually, I don't need to do that yet. I'm going to try and filter this off. Be generous, because you're just going to go ahead and filter it off anyway. And this is where my brush comes in handy. Kind of come in and do a little light brushing. I find it better than my fingers. I'm not going on the image itself. I'm going around just to get anywhere there's some loose embossing powder. I just have a standard sheet of paper that's here on the table below me, and when I'm done doing all my embossing, then I'll fold it and pour that in. Some people use coffee filters. You can use a tidy tray. Lots of options for that. Then you're going to take this and you attach it to your little paddle here. And then it's going to get loud, but you turn on your embossing station, you turn on your heat gun, you don't have to hold it. Instead, you're going to wave the paddle. So let's watch that. That's it. I didn't have to hold the gun. I didn't have to worry about making sure my fingers didn't get too close to the heat source, which I always feel is kind of a problem. I didn't have to worry about my paper blowing away on me or holding it down with something like a pencil. It's all on here. So now I can take this, it still needs to dry, and I can pop it onto the little drying station that's back here. So I have the previous one. This was my little practice one that was back here. You can place that back here. Just to give you guys a better view about how this is just a little slatted form that you can take all your papers, and you get the idea. They can stack one on top of the other, and you can fit, I just cut some other sheets of paper so you guys can get the idea. If they go on top of each other, they do not touch, which I think is fantastic. So you can slide, and you don't have to worry about pulling them out, because what if you have a tiny one? You can just kind of slide it out to the side. I mean, it has so many fun uses, and you can fit 8 of them in here, which I think is great. So just to show you how easy this is even for kids, my daughter's 6, and she loves the concept of heat embossing, but I'm afraid that she's going to hurt herself because you're dealing with heat and it gets really, really hot. So this is a great way for kids. I'm just getting it set up for her. So I just clip this on here for her, and then Catherine, do you want to turn it on? And you want to hold it? And there it is. She did her own heat embossing, and she can just rest it off to the side if she wanted to, and then she would be done. Or I can help her pop it off, and then we can pop that into the drying area right here. So that way it will not get so hot. So I love this little machine. It is really fun, or this embossing station. Makes life really easy. If you're doing a whole bunch of cards, you can have it set up. You don't have to, and it's a very, very small platform because everything goes vertical on it. And then again, you can rest this little piece here. You could even leave your embossing heat gun, or your heat gun in general, on top. It also fits the ones that look like hair dryers. So thanks so much for stopping by and checking out how to use the Totally Tiffany heat embossing station. Links are going to be down below where you can get your own, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button, and I'll see you guys again later. Bye bye, everybody.